Hello and welcome back to Mini Discoveries. This is our Finds of the Month episode where we take a look back at the previous month, in this case February, and see what you have all been seeing while out and about. There's a small army of people outside doing their best with machinery to make as much noise as possible, so I do apologise if the audio is not quite up to scratch as normal. Firstly, following on from last week's Random Encounters video in which we saw a robin doing its head swaying, territorial display, we've had Naomi sent in this video of a robin in her garden doing pretty much the same thing. So this posturing occurs when one robin enters the territory of another, or they're both there on the border between the territories. So thanks very much for that, and that's great to see. Next we've got some pictures of a newt that Tara found in her garden. Newt identification can be a little bit tricky, especially as I'm slightly rusty at the moment, but after much looking through the resources and the photographs, kind of concluded that this is a non-breeding male newt. You can see a kind of sinuous line down its back, which will eventually develop into a crest during the breeding season. Two possibilities are the palmate newt and the smooth newt. The location in which it was found suggests it's smooth newt, and also a quick consultation with Ecosapien, and it seems like the pattern of spots, again, is leaning towards the smooth newt. It seems like the palmate newts also have a tail filament, a little sort of spiky bit on the end that's generally present all year round. This newt does not have it, therefore we're going to go with a smooth newt, also known as a common newt. Why is it in Tara's garden? Why isn't it in a pond? Well, newts spend the majority of their life out of the water, sort of foraging for insects and stuff. They only return to the water during the breeding season to both mate and then, if they're female newts, to lay eggs. Next we've got Simon from down south, who sent in this amazing footage from a camera trap he put out at the bottom of his garden. Here we've got a group of roe deer. And later on you can see the much more smaller non-native muntjac deer coming past. Now we've got some great observations from Meg, who's been noticing shield bugs overwintering in her garden. She had several species, but she sent in pictures of the red leg shield bug. And she's noticed all of these shield bugs tend to come out during sunnier periods, almost like they're sunbathing. And they kind of are. They're absorbing the sun's rays to warm up, get their metabolism going so they can move out, forage, find food. And when the sun dies away, cools down, they'll go back into a kind of standby mode. Finally, we've had a video sent in all the way from South Africa. Now, if you are slightly nervous of spiders or giant wasps, I would advise you to skip to the end right now. If you're still with me, we've got this video from Maddie and Jackson in Cape Province, and they found this large wasp-like creature, orange on it, dragging a equally, if not larger, spider along the floor and up a wall. Now, I know nothing about South African wildlife, but with a little bit of Googling and educated guess, I determined that this wasp-like thing that appears to be hunting a spider is probably a spider-hunting wasp. Shock horror. Spider-hunting wasps are members of the Pompilidae family. What the female does is it will sting and paralyze a spider, tarantula, drag it back to its nest, lay an egg in it, and that still living spider will be a source of food for the developing grub. It's an ingenious, if slightly disturbing and gruesome way of rearing your children, but credit to it. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. Thanks very much to everyone who sent something in, much appreciated. Next week, I think we will be taking a closer look at what bees and pollinating insects are out and about, because certainly, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing quite a lot of them out there, and it's worth exploring. So, keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears open for buzzing, stay safe, and goodbye.